Alright guys, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Justice for All. I just took about an hour break after that last bit with Mo the Clown's bullshit testimony and getting penalized every 5 seconds just to get information out of him, which was really dumb in my opinion. But here we go, we are about to start this up. I'm cooled down, I'm ready. The salt has exited my bloodstream, so here we go. I was a bit far away, but that shadow could have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. You took your time realizing that, didn't you? Whatever. That should be enough, right? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the scene of the crime that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to keep believing that. Alright, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination. You're damn right I'm gonna do it. The silhouette. Stare. I was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. Are they gonna penalize me for pressing? Don't you think that you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? Explicit. The shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. It doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Alright, they actually didn't take any fucking points away. There's no doubt. Especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak. They were all there. He only listed 2. You sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk, T-hawk. I don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. Let's press him on this one. So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it says so in the autopsy report. With Trilo's testimony and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. I call him Mac. You gotta find a contradiction, Nick. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I gotta do it. He only listed 3 things right here. His silk hat, that black cloak. I thought it was purple cloak. Do I press him on it right here? Yeah, I thought so. Nice. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols, right? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo! Everyone knows that Maximilian has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yeah, everyone get ready all together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses! What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and if he saw the symbols, he just forgot to mention 1. Isn't that right, Mel? Ow! Do you like pie? I love pie! 3.5, what the fuck? Silence, fool! You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order, order! Damn it. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there wasn't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. No, Francisca. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them in this crime scene. Gavel! Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. This isn't a game, Francisca. I got it on the ropes now. Whenever there's a nugget of truth, it always seems to peek out at me, then run away. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those three ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all three of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there was no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Oh my god. The clown is pretty fat. The clown is a loser. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but there should still be doubt lingering in your mind. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. Gavel! No, you're not! I've come to a conclusion. Mo the clown will be killed. No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke. You don't get... Fine! I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in this next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. You better save the game before this happens. The Silhouette Part 2. There's no doubt in my mind there was no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Wow. Real talk, Mo. Real talk, though, Mo. Mr. Wright, you got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusation, because I'm the fucking judge. I've only got a single shot at this. I gotta be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I need. One mic, one chance. One beat, one rhyme. One piece of evidence. Just one time. Hold up. We saving the game. I ain't playing around no more. I'm gonna be saving it constantly. I didn't even have to do this in the previous game, but now I'm gonna have to do it here because of the damn. You press, you lose points. Like, really? There's no doubt in my mind there was no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on that. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. We should probably press him on that. We should press him on it before we present the silk hat. Be honest, Mo. Ow! Really? How's that badgering? I'm asking you a motherfucking question. Wow. Wow, this is just stupid. This is stupid beyond belief. You're not going to whip me too, are you? Maybe after court if you're into that kind of thing. What? So you're saying you like guys that are into that kind of thing? But isn't it kind of pointless if you only whip me after court? There's no doubt in my mind there was no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially this silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing decorations on it. So I had to present information. I had to present shit. Especially the silk hat. The decorations on it. More like decoration. Wooden box. Ring. Look, any of this have to do with anything. All the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Okay. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Oh, where did we find that hat? Yeah, where did we find that hat? This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw the night, would it? That's it. That's the hat he was wearing. You know what's funny? I didn't mean to present it either. I wanted to check out the details. Found at the crime scene. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is this some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma? I just want to understand, how can you whip me and not get punished, but I ask a question and the whole world just goes crazy? What the fuck? And I just lose all these penalties. But you know what? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found? But you always ask these questions. It was found at the scene of the crime. The crime scene? That means... You're damn right. The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time.
No! That's not true! You're not my father!
Order! Order! Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. And that's just not right. That's just so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. What? Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why just because you are sitting above me, no matter how old I get, you'll be youngest to you. This guy's an idiot. The judge is an idiot. Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Mr. Curls an idiot. Von Karma's an idiot. These penalties are imbecile. I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling you the truth. You turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat he was wearing. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? It's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did a murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. Penalize him. Pull it. Penalize this foolish fool. Please. This witness testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. You got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Because he actually flew away, remember? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Shut the fuck up, Judge. Yes, we do, actually. Somebody said the guy literally floated away. How do we say that? Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? Did I show the promo poster? Do I present somebody's testimony? Can I save it? No, I cannot. So I know what I have to do. I know exactly what I have to say, but what the hell? How do I prove it? Do I show the promo poster of him floating? Or do I go to somebody's profile? I'm gonna show the poster.
Take that!
How about this? This isn't your idea of a joke, is it, Mr. Wright? Not very amusing, Mr. Wright. You're not going to get paid for that one. It doesn't look like it works. What happened? It's like I turned it to Mo or something. You'll have to excuse me, but I don't understand what you're getting at. What the fuck, man? How the fuck? This is pissing me off with this bullshit. No. I forgot who the fuck. It's been so long. I forgot who said that. Somebody mentioned him just flying away from the scene of the crime. Obviously, I have to present that bullshit. Fucking. I know what to do. It's just how I don't know which one I should do. Oh, the crime photo.
Take that!
Yeah, that. Okay, never mind. Look at this picture. Because it doesn't show any footprints. That's right. The problem is the footprints are in the snow. The footprints. In this photo, we can clearly see that footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay 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 ay. The phone is ringing. Ay 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 ay. So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Damn! Just wait a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you guys anyway. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Don't let this guy go. The testimony you provided up until now has been false? Has it been false? I haven't lied. It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. What? I will have order. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? I am a Von Karma. Of course I could. If you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. What? That's enough out of you. I'm gonna listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you said. Wow, Judge. You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. We still gotta listen to this fucking clown? Like, this is pissing me off. Everything that I said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing a silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew, he jumped. Flew through the air. That's why there was no footprints. Flying people don't have footprints. I'm getting real sick of this clown. I'm getting real sick of this guy. Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? Let's say he's telling the truth. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he's telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic. You're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be so fooled by such a foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Boncomer's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceeding at this point. It is an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is now in recess. Oh my goodness. December 29th. I'm really tired of this fucking clown. If I have to see this clown again, I would stop playing this game. What in the world's going on? That's what I want to know. They said the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you did fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage, yeah. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. You just told me the secret to your magic. I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry you had to break a magician's creed to keep the magic tricks secret. What do we do now? All we can do now is hope we can find a flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best to catch this sucker. To be continued. Wow. That fucking clown, though. Almost fucking lost it. Almost got another guilty verdict because of that bitch-ass clown. December 29th, 3:03 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by the very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. I'm just no good at it. It's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearlie showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? What, is it kind of like this? What? How'd you do that, nigga? You're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. I'm about to save the game and take another break. This game is getting to me. It's making me angry.